Hi everyone, today I will be making a really authentic Trini-style curry shrimp. I have done my research and this recipe is hands down the best I've ever had. So let's get into it.
Let's make the green seasoning.
For my green seasoning, I use all fresh ingredients. Basically, all you need to do is finely chop everything by hand or place in a food processor for a few seconds.
Cleaning and seasoning the shrimp.
To clean the shrimp, firstly remove the shell. I bought mine mostly deshelled already, so I just had to remove the tail end. Also, what looks like a dark brown to black vein on the top or back of the shrimp is actually not a vein, but their intestinal tract filled with digestive material, sand and grit. This is a bit unappetizing, so go ahead and make a slit over it with a knife and pull it out. I bought mine already removed, so I did not have to do that. On the underside or bottom of the shrimp, the vein that you see is again not a vein, but part of the shrimp's circulatory and nervous system. Eating wise, I just removed both veins for aesthetic purposes. Next, I washed the shrimps with some lime or lemon juice to get rid of the fresh scent. To season the shrimp, I have used half of the freshly blended or chopped green seasoning, half a teaspoon of salt, some freshly cracked black pepper, and 2 teaspoons of curry powder. Stir to combine everything thoroughly and leave preferably to marinate overnight or for a few hours. If you don't have the time, you can definitely cook right away.
Currying the shrimp.
When you're cooking shrimps, it is best to use a wide, big pot or pan so you don't overcrowd the pot. Heat the pot over medium-high heat and add some oil. Once the oil is hot, add 1 tablespoon of curry powder. This is a toasted curry powder to bring out all the spices. Once you've added the curry powder, fry and cook the curry for about 1 minute or less. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water just to keep it from burning and to help fry and cook the curry. Once the curry dries down, I like to go in with the next half of the freshly chopped green seasoning. Adding the seasoning fresh to the pot layers the flavors of the dish. Let the green seasoning fry with the curry for another minute or so. Once you notice that the water dries up and your curry seasoning mixture just starts sticking to the pot, add your shrimp. Now please note that shrimp cooks very quickly. About 2 to 3 minutes on each side, depending on the size, the heat, the pot, and how many shrimp you have in the pot. If there is liquid in the marinated shrimp bowl, dish out only the dry shrimp and leave the liquid in the bowl. This is important. It is to ensure that you get perfectly cooked shrimp. If for some reason you add the liquid to the pot, then that water has to take time to dry down and this may overcook the shrimp. You can always add a little of the seasoned liquid if needed after you add the shrimp and if you find the shrimp starting to stick. Another option, if you notice that the shrimp is starting to stick, is to lower the heat. To be able to tell if your shrimp is properly cooked, the flesh should be slightly opaque white with some pink and bright red accents. When shrimp cooks, the muscle contracts so the shrimp shrinks and curls. The internal temperature of a fully cooked shrimp is 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So guys, please keep your eye on the time when cooking shrimp. As I said, it cooks about 2 to 3 minutes on each side, so that's 4 to 6 minutes maximum of cooking time for shrimp. The worst thing is eating overcooked shrimp that is chewy or rubbery. If you undercook them, you run the risk of slimy shrimp, which can be dangerous health-wise. Undercooked shrimp will be grey or translucent. Now guys, I forgot to add my finely chopped tomatoes when I was frying the curry at the beginning with the green seasoning. So I'm just making a hole in the center to add them in. Once I add the tomatoes, I raise the heat back to high since the tomatoes will start to spring or release water. And I wanted to cook the tomatoes quickly. So let the tomatoes cook in the center for about a minute just so that the direct heat will get it and it can start to break down quicker. And then stir to incorporate in the shrimp. And towards the very end, taste for salt and pepper and adjust accordingly. I found that half a teaspoon of salt was just enough for this dish. This curry shrimp, guys, is such an easy but extremely flavorful dish. So once the shrimp is finished, transfer to a bowl or plate and remove from the direct heat. Since leaving it over the direct heat or in the pot will continue to cook the shrimp, making it chewy and rubbery. So that's it. Now you can serve with some delicious hot rice or roti to complement it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.